I am thrilled to introduce to you a wonderful person who can help you feel better. And that's Tiffany Sosa from doTERRA, who's going to be our presenter today.
Thank you, Eileen. I just love you. You're so awesome. Guys, I really appreciate being able to do this again and share with you a little bit about what I do. So I'm going to do sort of a broad sweep, broad brush stroke overview of what essential oils are and what they are not, because there's a lot of myths out there about essential oils. And for the purpose of networking, guys, what I do is I partner with holistic health professionals to sort of align with their coaching so that I can support them with products that will help their clients get better results faster and also build a passive income for the coach. But for today, I'm just going to talk about just a little bit of what essential oils are. Okay, so I don't know, Bob, am I able to share my screen? Looks like I am. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let me just get to the first slide here. So here I am with my buddies. We're going to do some myth busting today. So guys, by the way, if you have some oils that I have sent to you, if you can have a couple of those with you right now to play along with me, that'll make it extra fun, kind of like smell-o-vision. So, let's talk about the first myth. And, this was me. That's not me over there on the left, although I think they look like they're having a really great time. I used to think that essential oils were something for hippies and tree huggers, something that you had to believe in order for them to work. But I have learned a lot since then, and I love sharing what I learn with others. I've mentioned before that somewhere along the way, we got the idea that if medicine isn't created in a lab by men in white coats, that it just doesn't have any value. However, people have been using plant-based medicine for thousands of years. And essential oils are simply extracts from plants with amazing health benefits. So the picture on the far right is a magnified peppermint leaf. See those little sacs? Those contain the essence of the plant, the therapeutic compounds that we call the essential oil. So when we use a steam distillation, we're able to separate those oils from the plant material so that we have all the health benefits of peppermint in a highly concentrated form. It is so concentrated that if you had an upset stomach, you would have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea to get the same benefit as a single drop of peppermint oil. If you have peppermint or spearmint right there with you right now, go ahead and grab that and do this with me. Just play along. I know Angela, Eileen, probably Paula. Go ahead and take your peppermint and just put a drop in your hand or your spearmint. Okay, and then stick your thumb in it. I love this. This is like playing along. I wish those of you who didn't have it could just inhale right now. Okay, put this on the top. So you stick your thumb in it and then you put it on the roof of your mouth. Okay. This is just a real quick demo. This is not the normal way we use peppermint. Now, how did that feel? Somebody unmute. Tell me how that felt.
Bob said refreshing. I was muted.
So I know Angela's over there with spearmint. We use spearmint in our water before we give a presentation because spearmint is the oil of clear speech. It actually helps you enunciate. Peppermint is a little bit stronger. When you have it, what you can do is you can breathe it in like this. You can do this with me. Just breathe in and it wakes you up. It actually helps if you're on a long drive. It helps keep you alert. If you're trying to focus, you can put it behind your ears. If you have a headache, you can put it on your temples and you can rub it into your scalp and it'll actually sort of reduce head tension and help circulation in your head to relieve headaches and things like that. So peppermint has lots and lots of uses. Going back to this, so wait a minute, hold on, see if I can get to the next screen. There we go. So when you have good essential oils, guys, and not all brands are equal. They are highly effective, okay? They really work. So let me give you an example. When you get sick with a bacterial infection, an antibiotic will kill the bacteria that's making you sick. It'll also kill the good bacteria in your gut. So if you don't follow up with a probiotic, it can cause lowered immunity and repeat infections. And when you get sick with a virus, antibiotics simply don't work. And there are very few antiviral drugs. That's because viruses go inside the cell where it's hard for medicines to follow. But do you know what is able to cross the cell membrane and get inside the cell to stop a virus from replicating? That's right. Certain essential oils like clove, thyme, oregano, and tea tree are excellent at cutting short a virus's life cycle. On Guard is my favorite oil for this. It's a blend of cinnamon, clove, rosemary, and wild orange, all antiviral and antibiotic essential oils. You know that tickle you get in the back of your throat, or maybe sneezing that tells you, uh-oh, I've caught something. You know, you can just put a couple of drops of On Guard in your water, drink it every few hours, and you can turn that around and nip it in the bud before it even starts. And guys, don't get me wrong. I am not against Western medicine. Modern medicine is amazing, and we are blessed to live in the time that we do. However, a lot of synthetic medications come with side effects and addictions. And I found that I can take care of about 90% of what goes wrong in my family with my plant-based stuff, okay? For the other 10%, we go to the doctor, we go to the hospital, right? So you can have both, right? You can have the best of both worlds. So what is in your essential oil bottle? Guys, most essential oil companies say that their oil is 100% pure. And kind of like what Paula was saying earlier about collagen, dude, the gas station down the street has essential oils. You know, I see them at Hobby Lobby and they all say 100% pure, but it's important to understand that there is no federal regulation of natural products and they can put whatever they want on the label, but that doesn't mean that that's what's actually in the bottle. doTERRA is the most tested and the most trusted. It's used by more hospitals, doctor's office, and medical research facilities than any other brand. Every batch undergoes 60 different tests before it's brought to market. It is tested by a third-party neutral laboratory, the Aromatic Plant Research Center. And you can actually go to a website, sourcetoyou.com, and you can actually look up the batch for your bottle and view the chemical analysis report for your oil. It's important to know that the best oils come from the healthiest plants. doTERRA gets their oil directly from farmers in the locations around the world where the plants grow naturally, okay? They're not from wholesalers. They're not grown in greenhouses. They don't need pesticides, herbicides, irrigation, fertilizers, because they're getting exactly the right climate, rainfall, soil conditions to give you the best quality oil. Lastly, it's important to know that doTERRA's oils are pharmaceutical grade. It is the only brand that can be used in clinical trials. And this is because of a massive collaboration between doTERRA and the FDA's laboratory at the University of Mississippi to determine the consistency of the oils is actually pharmaceutical grade. Okay, next myth. Many essential oils do smell pretty, but they are so much more than that. They don't just smell pretty. Everybody grab your wild orange, or if you have Balance, grab that, and just do this with me. Take your oil. Again, we're going to put it in your hand. By the way, I do have a timer on, so I'm watching it closely. Rub your hands together. And then just breathe it in. Take 3 or 4 deep breaths through the nose. I'm using an oil right now called Align, and it just helps ground me. Balance is another oil that does that. So guys, what just happened is so much more than just something that smells pretty. Those aromatic compounds went up your nose to the olfactory nerve, which is located in the limbic system of the brain. Your brain was triggered to send messages to your body to stop producing the stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, and to start producing feel-good hormones like endorphins, like serotonin and oxytocin. And so what happens is it stops that fight, flight, freeze response when you're stressed out, overwhelmed, upset, scared, angry, and helps ground you, calm you down, and kind of uplifts your emotions. So Angela, being a confidence coach, she and I both, when we're giving presentations, we will use spearmint in our water for clarity of speech, but we'll also use an oil like Balance or Align, wild orange, to help calm those jitters before we actually go and give a presentation. You see? Okay, anybody can use this though. All right, so, oh, okay. Every time I do this, it just doesn't want to change. Okay, here we go. So guys, the myth that I don't need them. I hear that a lot. I'm pretty healthy. I don't think I need this. But you know what? I bet you if I went into your bathroom and I looked in your medicine cabinet is full of chemicals. Chemicals that can build up in your body over time and cause toxic reactions so that 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years from now may result in autoimmune issues, health issues, generally feeling run down. Why not just substitute some of those things for plant-based stuff, right? This is a really great slide to take a picture of. This is the top 10 oils that every home needs, okay? So if you got your camera, you want to take a screenshot, this is a really good one. Okay, so guys, I am down to my last couple seconds here, and I'm going to cancel my timer before the alarm goes off. I'm just going to do this. I am going to drop a link in the chat, share something with you all as a little bonus. This is so that you can download your free ebook on 100 uses of essential oils. Okay, so I just want to thank you all for listening, and I'll let you guys do. Does anybody have any questions?
That was great. Thank you so much. We always learn so much from you, Tiffany. So it's always great to have you present. So anybody have questions, comments?
I have a comment. I had connected with somebody recently from another networking group, and she, like, one of the things she does is doTERRA, and I was telling her, you know, I work with you and all of this stuff, and she mentioned that you know, like how you said, like they make sure like all of their products are natural, and she said, I forgot what kind that they were promoting. They were like coming out with this new essential oil, and then something happened that it wasn't right, and then they canceled it even though they were promoting it for months or something like that. So that's just wanted to give them credit for keeping to their word. And like I said, I forgot what kind of oil it was, but you probably know what I'm talking about. And one question, which do you recommend any specific ones for pets, since Pretzel's here trying to sniff them all?
Oh, absolutely. So, okay, so if you have a pet, the thing that I use the most with my little dog, he's afraid of thunderstorms and fireworks. Is what the best thing you can do is grab some oils that are known for being calming and relaxing. So like Balance, Copaiba, Serenity, and just let your dog sniff them. If your dog leans in and sniffs, it means he likes it. If he turns his head away, that's not the one for him. Now, my little puppy, he practically tried to eat the bottle of lavender. So that is the one. So now whenever it's like storming outside, I'll just put a little, and by the way, with pets, very, very, very little. Their bodies are very small, and an adult